chosen ones, only 10 seconds left. Today God is trying to reach you, but you are. My beloved child, listen carefully, because this moment is not ordinary. When I say there are only 10 seconds left, I am revealing how close you are to missing something precious that heaven is placing directly before you today. I am reaching toward you right now, stretching my hand through the quiet spaces of your life, yet your attention is drifting away from the very voice that is calling your name. If you keep listening, you will understand why this moment matters more than you realize, and why what happens next could shift the direction of your life in ways you never imagined. There are times when I speak softly, and there are times when I shake the ground beneath your comfort, so you will finally notice me. Today is one of those moments. You are not here by accident, and this message has reached your ears because I am guiding you to it with intention and care. I know the battles you have fought in silence, the nights when you felt forgotten, and the days when your strength seemed to fade like the last light of evening. Comment Amen. You have been wondering if heaven still sees you, if your prayers are still rising through the sky, if your faith still matters after everything you have endured. My child, the truth is that I have never stopped watching over you, even during the moments when your heart felt too heavy to believe that I was near. What you are feeling right now is not coincidence. It is the gentle pull of my presence, drawing you closer because something important is unfolding in your life. There is a door that has been slowly opening in your path, and you did not notice it because you have been distracted by worry, fear, and the noise of the world around you. The 10 seconds I speak of are not about time alone. They represent the brief moment when a soul must decide whether it will listen to heaven or continue walking past the blessing that has been prepared for it. Many people move through life without recognizing when I am speaking. They scroll through their days, chasing distractions, never realizing that I am calling their name through quiet whispers, unexpected encounters, and moments of stillness. But you are not like everyone else. You are chosen, and because you are chosen, I refuse to let you miss what I have prepared for you. If this moment touches your heart, pause for a second and gently like the video, so more souls who are searching for hope can also hear the voice that is reaching out to them today. I know that some days you feel tired of believing. You have prayed, waited, and trusted, yet the answers seemed slow to arrive. You have watched others receive the things you hoped for, while your own life appeared to remain in the same place. In those moments you wondered if heaven had forgotten you. But my child, what you did not see was the careful work taking place behind the scenes of your life. Every disappointment you faced was shaping you into someone stronger. Every delay was positioning you for something greater than what you originally imagined. When I say there are 10 seconds left, I am telling you that the season you have been waiting for is closer than you think. I am trying to reach you before doubt convinces you to give up, before fear convinces you to walk away from the path that leads to your blessing. Some people hear my voice and ignore it because they believe they have more time. They believe they can return to faith later, seek purpose later, and listen later. But the truth is that life often changes in the blink of an eye, and the opportunities heaven places in front of you do not remain open forever. Comment 1010. I want you to understand something deeply today. You are not behind in life, even though it sometimes feels that way. You are not forgotten, even though silence has surrounded you for a while. The timing of heaven does not follow the clock of the world. What appears slow to human eyes is often perfect in my plan. Right now, I am trying to reach your heart because the next chapter of your life requires you to wake up spiritually. I am calling you out of the fog of distraction and into a place where you can hear me clearly again. The breakthrough you have been praying for is not random. It is connected to the moment when you finally recognize my voice and choose to follow it. You have carried burdens that were never meant for your shoulders. You have tried to control situations that were always meant to be placed in my hands. This constant struggle has left you exhausted, wondering why peace feels so distant. But today, I am reminding you that you do not have to fight every battle alone. I am still the same God who turns impossible situations into testimonies. I am still the same God who opens doors that no one else can open and protects those who trust in my guidance. The 10 seconds I speak about are a spiritual awakening. It is the moment when you realize that heaven has been reaching out to you again and again, waiting patiently for you to notice. It is the moment when you choose faith instead of fear and trust instead of doubt. Your life is not random. Every struggle you have faced has been shaping a testimony that will one day encourage someone else who feels lost. Every tear you have shed has been seen. Every silent prayer has been heard. And now I am asking you to slow down long enough to hear me clearly. Stop running through life without pausing to notice the quiet moments where my presence becomes visible. Stop believing the lie that you are alone. Could a secret discovery connected to the CIA explain why many people are suddenly living in luxury? Newly surfaced CIA research reveals a brain technique that attracts wealth almost effortlessly. The ritual takes only 7 seconds, can be practiced at home, and is supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are leaving financial struggles behind and enjoying luxury lifestyles today. But this information might be removed soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You are surrounded by protection even when you cannot see it. You are guided even when the path looks uncertain. You are loved even when your heart feels tired. The world may not understand your journey, but heaven understands it perfectly. I know why you struggled. I know why the path was difficult. I know why certain doors closed in your life. Those closed doors were not punishment, they were protection. What is coming next in your life will make sense of everything you went through. The pain, the waiting, the confusion, and the delays are all pieces of a story that is still unfolding. And the moment you are in right now is part of that story. You are hearing these words because I am reminding you that the connection between you and heaven has never been broken. Even when you felt distant, I was closer than you realized. So take a breath and listen carefully. The 10 seconds are a symbol of urgency because your heart is being called back to faith right now. Do not ignore the call. Your life is about to move into a new season where my guidance will become clearer and my blessings will become visible in ways that surprise you. But first, you must recognize that I am speaking. This is the moment when your attention shifts from the noise of the world back to the voice of the one who created you. My child, remain still for a moment and allow these words to settle deeply in your heart. The urgency I spoke of is not meant to frighten you, but to awaken something inside you that has been quietly waiting to rise again. Many times in life, people drift far from their purpose simply because they stop listening to the gentle direction that heaven places within them. I am speaking now because your spirit is standing at the edge of an important turning point. The next steps you take will shape the path ahead, and I do not want you walking forward without realizing that I am guiding you. You have spent seasons feeling overlooked, almost invisible in a world that moves quickly past those who are quiet and faithful. You watched others receive recognition, opportunities, and open doors, while your own road seemed slow and uncertain. Those experiences caused you to question your value and your calling. Yet, through every silent struggle, I was forming patience within you and preparing your heart for something that required strength and humility. There were moments when you believed you had reached the end of your strength. You carried responsibilities that weighed heavily on your shoulders, and sometimes you wondered if you would ever see a day when life felt lighter. But even in those moments when your faith felt fragile, you continued moving forward. That perseverance is something heaven has noticed, and it has never been ignored. Comment 777. My beloved child, I want you to understand that your journey has always been under divine watch. When a chosen soul walks through hardship, it is never because they have been abandoned. Often, it is because they are being shaped for something that requires resilience and wisdom. Every challenge you faced sharpened your ability to recognize truth, compassion, and purpose. You may not realize it yet, but the struggles you endured have already made you stronger than many people who appear confident on the surface. Strength built through hardship carries a depth that cannot be created any other way. That depth will soon become valuable in ways you do not expect. There are people who will cross your path in the future who need the strength that you have developed. They will need the calm voice of someone who understands pain but has learned how to rise above it. When that moment arrives, you will recognize that nothing you endured was wasted. For a long time, you have been focused on survival. Your energy has been spent managing difficulties, solving problems, and holding your life together. Because of that constant pressure, you forgot how powerful your spirit truly is. But I have never forgotten. The call I am making to you today is a reminder that your life is not only about surviving, it is about awakening to the purpose that has always existed inside you. You were never created to remain stuck in cycles of discouragement. My presence has been guiding you even when you were unaware of it. There were moments when you narrowly avoided situations that would have brought harm. There were times when unexpected help appeared just when you needed it most. Those moments were not coincidences, they were signs of my protection. Sometimes my protection appears as a door closing that you wished had remained open. Sometimes it appears as a delay that forces you to wait longer than you expected. At the time, those moments can feel disappointing or confusing, but protection often hides behind the shape of disappointment. What you thought was a setback may have been the very thing that kept you safe from a path that was never meant for you. There is wisdom growing inside you because of these experiences. That wisdom will soon help you recognize opportunities that align with your true calling. When those opportunities appear, you will sense a quiet certainty in your heart. That certainty is my voice guiding you. You have spent time doubting yourself, questioning whether your ideas, dreams, or hopes were realistic. The world has a way of making people believe they must shrink themselves to fit into narrow expectations. Yet the purpose placed within you was never meant to be small. I designed you with a unique perspective and a unique spirit. The world does not need another copy of someone else. It needs the authenticity that exists within you. As you begin to notice my voice again, you will feel a shift taking place inside your thoughts. The heavy fog of uncertainty will slowly begin to clear. You will start seeing possibilities that once seemed impossible. This is what happens when faith awakens again. Faith is not simply believing that something good might happen. It is the quiet confidence that you are not walking alone. It is the understanding that even when circumstances appear uncertain, heaven is still actively guiding your steps. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading so quickly across the internet? Recent leaks connected to the CIA claim to reveal a powerful brain ritual that activates an immediate flow of wealth. This quick technique validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly transforming people's lives. From deep debt to dream vacations, many say this could be the path to abundance. If you are seeing this, you are fortunate because the page might vanish soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it gets deleted. The truth is that many blessings have already been forming around you. They have been quietly building in the background of your life while you were focused on enduring your struggles. The moment you reconnect with my guidance, those blessings will begin moving toward you more clearly. Comment 555. My child, there is something important you must understand about the season that is coming. It will require you to trust the inner peace that I place within your heart. There will be voices around you that try to convince you to remain small, cautious, and hidden. Those voices often come from people who are still afraid of their own potential. But you are not meant to live inside fear. The courage that has been growing inside you will soon become stronger than the doubts that once held you back. You will begin to notice subtle changes in your life. Conversations will happen that open new perspectives. Opportunities will appear where you once saw only closed paths. Even your mindset will begin shifting toward hope rather than exhaustion. This transformation will not happen all at once. It will unfold gradually, like the slow arrival of dawn after a long night. But once the light begins to appear, it cannot be stopped. The most important step for you right now is to remain aware of my presence. Spend quiet moments allowing your thoughts to settle. When the world becomes loud and chaotic, step away from the noise long enough to listen again. I do not shout over the chaos of the world. My guidance often arrives through calm impressions, peaceful ideas, and quiet clarity inside your spirit. When you feel that clarity, trust it. Your life is not moving toward darkness or disappointment. It is moving toward a future that holds growth, connection, and purpose. The struggles that once felt endless will gradually lose their power over you. You will begin to see yourself differently. The person who once doubted their worth will start recognizing the quiet strength that has always been present. And when that realization fully awakens, you will understand something profound. You were never forgotten. You were never abandoned. You were being prepared. The voice reaching out to you today is not distant or unreachable. It is closer than the air you breathe, guiding your steps even when you feel uncertain. There are moments when chosen souls feel isolated because their journey does not look like the journeys of others around them. While others may seem to move quickly from one success to another, your path often required patience and resilience. That difference made you question whether something was wrong with you. Yet the truth is that your path was designed differently because your calling carries deeper purpose. When a life is meant to influence others, it is first shaped through experiences that build understanding and compassion. I allowed you to walk through seasons where you felt overlooked, so you would develop empathy for those who feel invisible. I allowed you to face uncertainty, so you would learn how to trust even when answers are not immediate. These lessons are not small things. They are the foundation of the strength that is rising within you now. The world often celebrates loud success, but heaven values quiet perseverance far more. Comment 333. My beloved child, you are entering a time when the things you once believed were weaknesses will begin to reveal themselves as strengths. Your sensitivity to the struggles of others is not a burden. It is the mark of a compassionate heart. Your habit of reflecting deeply before making decisions is not hesitation. It is wisdom developing within you. The qualities you sometimes criticized about yourself are the very qualities that will help guide others who feel lost. When people meet you, they will sense a calm presence that feels safe and reassuring. They may not understand why they trust you so quickly, but the reason is simple. They are sensing the light that has been growing quietly within you. That light was formed through every moment you chose to keep believing, even when life felt uncertain. It was strengthened each time you chose kindness, even when the world around you felt harsh. Those choices shaped your spirit into something stronger than you realize. You may wonder why I am revealing these things to you now. The reason is that your perspective must change before the next chapter of your life can fully unfold. If you continue seeing yourself as someone who is struggling to keep up, you will overlook the doors that are about to appear before you. But when you begin seeing yourself as someone who has been prepared with purpose, your entire outlook will shift. Confidence will grow where doubt once lived. Courage will replace hesitation. You will begin making decisions that align with the calling placed inside your heart. There are people who will soon cross your path, who are searching for guidance. Some will come quietly, sharing their worries and struggles. Others will simply observe how you live and find inspiration in your resilience. In ways both small and significant, your life will begin influencing others. You do not need to become someone different for this to happen. You simply need to continue being authentic and grounded in the faith that has carried you this far. Many people believe that influence must be loud or dramatic, but the most powerful influence often comes from quiet example. When someone sees you remain calm during difficulty, it teaches them strength. When someone sees you extend kindness without expecting anything in return, it reminds them that goodness still exists. These moments ripple outward in ways you may never fully see. Comment 999. My child, the world can sometimes feel heavy with negativity and confusion. You have felt that weight more than once, but your spirit was never meant to absorb the darkness around you. It was meant to carry light into those spaces. What if a simple 7-second brain ritual could wipe away your debt and open the door to real abundance? A leaked CIA document reveals a short technique that is now helping everyday people move out of debt and attract wealth. Tested by 4 major neuroscience labs, this easy practice done at home is turning financial struggles into improved lifestyles. People are buying homes, cars, and enjoying travel. But this information could be taken down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. That does not mean you must fix every problem or carry every burden. It simply means living with integrity, compassion, and faith in the quiet places of your daily life. When you treat others with dignity, you reflect the presence of heaven. When you choose patience instead of anger, you create peace where conflict might have grown. These choices may seem small, but they carry enormous power. As you move forward, remember that your life does not need to follow the expectations of others. Many voices in the world will try to define success in ways that feel empty or exhausting. They will encourage you to chase recognition, wealth, or approval above everything else. But the path prepared for you is deeper than those shallow definitions. True success is a life that brings peace to your spirit and hope to those around you. It is a life guided by purpose rather than pressure. And that kind of life grows slowly but steadily when someone stays connected to the voice of heaven. You have already taken the most important step simply by listening today. The moment a heart opens to guidance again, transformation begins. Do not worry about understanding every detail of the future. You do not need to see the entire road ahead in order to walk forward with confidence. Faith grows strongest when someone trusts that each step will be revealed at the right time. Your role is not to control every outcome. Your role is to remain open, attentive, and willing to move when direction becomes clear. When you feel uncertain, return to stillness and listen again. The clarity you need will come when your mind becomes quiet enough to hear it. You are not alone in this journey. My presence surrounds you, even when the world feels overwhelming. The same power that created the heavens is guiding your steps. There will be days when challenges appear again. That is part of every human life. But the difference now is that you are becoming aware of the strength and protection that walk with you. The struggles of the past do not define your future. They simply prepared you to walk through the future with deeper understanding. Your heart has endured much, yet it still carries hope. That hope is a powerful force. It is the spark that continues lighting your path forward, even during moments when the way seems unclear. Many chosen souls walk through a period where everything feels uncertain. Plans change unexpectedly, relationships shift, and the future seems unclear. During those seasons, it is easy to believe that life is moving in the wrong direction. But what you often cannot see is that those very moments are guiding you away from paths that would have taken you far from your true purpose. I have been redirecting your steps even when you believed you were simply trying to survive another difficult day. Each delay, each unexpected turn, and each moment of waiting was gently steering your life toward a place where your gifts could truly grow. If those earlier paths had remained open, you would have walked into situations that could have drained your spirit or limited your potential. You may not have understood those changes at the time. You may have wondered why certain opportunities disappeared just when you thought they were finally working out. But heaven was protecting your future even while your heart struggled to understand what was happening. Comment 1515. My child, protection often appears in forms that do not feel comfortable at first. A closed door can feel like rejection, yet sometimes it is the only way to guide you toward something far better. A delay can feel frustrating, yet it often allows time for wisdom and preparation to grow. Looking back, you may begin to see that some of the paths you once wanted so badly would not have brought you the peace you hoped for. They might have led you into environments where your kindness would have been taken for granted, or where your spirit would have been slowly drained. Instead, I kept guiding you forward step by step. Even during moments when you felt lost, you were never truly wandering alone. The direction of your life has always been held within my care. The awakening you feel now is the moment when that truth becomes clearer. Your heart is beginning to understand that the past was not a series of random events. It was a carefully shaped preparation for what lies ahead. You have been gaining inner strength, wisdom, and awareness through every challenge. Those qualities are now forming a foundation for the next stage of your life. This stage will not be defined by constant struggle as the previous ones were. Instead, it will begin revealing the quiet rewards of perseverance. My beloved child, I see the goodness within you that you sometimes overlook. Your compassion, your willingness to keep believing, and your desire to help others are qualities that heaven values deeply. Even when the world seems harsh or indifferent, those qualities shine brightly. You may have wondered whether kindness still matters in a world that sometimes rewards selfishness. The answer is yes, more than you realize. Kindness creates ripples that reach far beyond what the eye can see. When you offer encouragement to someone who feels discouraged, you may be changing the direction of their entire day. When you listen patiently to someone who feels unheard, you are restoring their sense of worth. These moments may seem small, but they carry powerful influence. Comment 1717. My child, You were never meant to become hardened by the struggles you faced. The purpose of those struggles was not to remove your compassion, but to deepen it. The world needs people whose hearts remain open even after experiencing pain. That openness allows your presence to bring comfort to others. People may not always explain it clearly, but they will feel a sense of peace around you because your spirit carries sincerity and understanding. As this new season begins unfolding, you will notice opportunities to share that peace with others. Some opportunities will appear through simple conversations. Others may come through moments where someone seeks your advice or encouragement. Could the CIA actually be hiding a 7-second ritual capable of turning money problems into success? A confidential CIA finding reportedly reveals a special 7-second practice that activates brainwaves linked to attracting wealth. Supported by science and 4 elite laboratories, this simple ritual done at home is helping struggling people move toward dream lifestyles. But this page might not stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it is erased from the internet. You do not need special titles or recognition for these moments to matter. The influence of a caring heart often reaches further than positions of authority ever could. Remember that your value does not depend on the opinions of the world. The world measures success through comparisons and competition. Heaven measures success through faithfulness, kindness, and courage. You have already demonstrated these qualities through the way you endured difficult seasons without giving up hope completely. Even when your faith felt fragile, it never disappeared entirely. That quiet faith is what allowed you to reach this moment of awakening. Now that your awareness is returning, you will begin to see the small miracles that surround your life every day. A moment of unexpected encouragement, a new connection that brings insight, or an idea that arrives just when you need direction. These moments are signs that your path is becoming clearer again. Do not rush the process. Growth unfolds naturally when you remain patient and attentive. If you try to force answers too quickly, you may overlook the gentle guidance that appears in unexpected ways. Instead, continue moving forward with calm confidence. Allow your decisions to be shaped by wisdom rather than pressure. Trust the peace that settles in your heart when a choice aligns with your purpose. You have spent enough time questioning whether you are capable or worthy. The time has come for you to recognize that your life carries meaning far beyond the difficulties you have faced. You are not merely someone who survived hard seasons. You are someone who learned from them, grew through them, and remained compassionate despite them. That kind of strength cannot be easily shaken. So continue listening closely, my child. The path ahead is opening gradually, and the more you stay connected to my guidance, the more clearly you will see where your steps are leading.